worked with massive magazine and labels like Vogue
Mhm.
as well as big celebrities. What's that
Mhm.
like working with those massive personalities? Like I saw, what was it, Travis Scott? You're doing some stuff where
Yeah.
like big names, right? Like
Yeah.
what's that like working with those type of people? Because I assume
It's
they're very different from just the average folk that you'd work with in production, just like average day
uh,
to day, right?
uh, honestly, no, you'll be surprised. A lot of
No?
these people are really down to earth, really cool people.
Interesting.
They're just like us, you know what I mean? And as long as you have the confidence, you're not acting like they're the biggest person in the world standing next to you. You're not idolizing them. They're cool down to earth people, just like me and you. They're just working at the end of the day. They just happen to have a huge platform. Like just for example, Travis Scott is probably one of the nicest people I ever met. He was super humble, said hi to everybody, was super respectful to everybody, shook everybody's hand, took pictures with every single person that he could possible, and he was just cool. And my outside expectations before I went in, he was like, "Oh, it could be like crazy. He's an arrogant guy. He's kind of wild." But once you get to know him, it's like, wow, this dude is really cool. It's the people that work with the celebrities. Those are the people that are tough to work with. They because they're trying to protect that person so much that they kind of
Hmm.
think less of you. And once you can maneuver past those people and get to the real people, you'll be good.
Interesting. And is it like why is that they act that way? Is it an arrogance in a way, or they're just like doing their
It's
best to
business
protect
for
those
them.
big? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just business for them, you know what I mean? Like when you have publicists or you're a security guard or like you have to protect the asset, you know what I mean? So like you can't just go up to Travis Scott and just do whatever you want because security is like, yo, back up, back up, back up. But like Travis Scott, the person is actually a cool dude. But when you have the publicist and then his assistants and all the other stuff, like everybody feels like they need to do their job, and that's when it's like kind of tough. But for the most part, it's pretty cool. Like it's a dream job. One of my coolest things was I got to meet like at the Super Bowl. I got hired to shoot the red carpet at the Super Bowl, and I got to meet Tom Brady. I got to meet Peyton
Mm,
Manning. I met
wow.
Travis Scott there for the first time. Kim Kardashian, Justin Bieber, and that was like the coolest experiences ever. And I just learned from them. I'm like, everybody's the same. Everybody's the same.
Very interesting. Yeah,
Hmm.
that's it's an interesting perspective because most people haven't been in contact with these people. So I guess, some might say they're
Hmm.
like everybody else, and some might just assume that they're arrogant or different. So it's interesting to hear that perspective of someone
Yeah,
that's been in touch firsthand with them.
yeah, not at all. Like I've never really, and I've seen so many celebrities. I never really had a bad experience. The only bad experience that I've had was with influencers, the people that think they're
Mm,
celebrities. That
yeah.
that's what it is like weird, and they become very entitled. But the people that are the actual celebrities, I never had an issue.
Hmm. And that is actually, yeah, very interesting,
Hmm.
um, food for thought. And that red carpet, so that was through your production company that you were able to work that red carpet and interact
Yeah,
with all those people?
exactly. So Fanatics hired J4 Productions to do all the red carpet content for social media, website, you name it. Then they pay us, and for me, I just hire my friends out, and it was like, hey, I got the Super Bowl. Are you available this day? We need this, and this. So we had two spot editors, we had four shooters, um, photographers, and yeah, they paid us a good price, and then we went up there and did it. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's very cool. That's a massive gig. Yeah, that
Yeah, it's huge.
like what can I ask how exactly do you get business like that or someone that because that seems like almost the dream working with people at that level like this is a
Mhm.
massive client, right? How, is that like you're outreaching them or you've kind of through word of mouth established your own brand
Uh,
where people are starting to come to you with deals
yeah,
like that?
just word of mouth. I've had an agency that I was working with that I started doing maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and they put me on a red carpet, and I killed it. I kind of they just wanted like social media content, and I ended up like really working my butt off and creating up so much content for them within like a day's worth, and that word got out, and one agent leads to another, and then your name kind of reaches up to to hire companies now, and so whenever they have a red carpet, they think about me because like I did so well that first time that kind of proved my worth for the next couple of years. So now they hire me on for everything.